President Trump spoke about Iran to the media. This is in front of the White House, I think. This is classic Trump. I'm not going to lie. This made me laugh.
It was very important to me, so we'll start all over. We could have a deal with them very quickly if they want to do it. It's up to them. But if Iran wants to become a wealthy nation again, become a prosperous nation, we'll call it, let's make Iran great again. Does that make sense? Make Iran great again. It's okay with me. But they're never going to do it if they think in 5 or 6 years they're going to have a nuclear weapon. I know too much about nuclear, a lot about nuclear, and let me just tell you, they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. If that's safe, and it has very little to do with the oil, because again, China gets its oil 91%, Japan gets its oil 60%, Indonesia, so many other countries. What it has to do with, very simply, is the fact is we're not going to have Iran have a nuclear weapon. And when they agree to that, they are going to have a wealthy country. They're going to be so happy, and I'm going to be their best friend. I hope that happens. I hope that happens, but it may not.
Okay. Everybody knows I'm no staunch Obama defender. You know, I did a long segment called Obama's Report Card where I give all the positives and all the negatives of the Obama administration. I'm not some guy who reflexively defends Obama. Having said that, the thing that Trump keeps saying he wants to see is the thing that Obama and Kerry got done. God damn it, man. He keeps saying it, but it was already the case and he pulled out of that deal. Which is why I said it seems like the main motivating feature of Trump's foreign policy is simply anti-Obamaism. So, for example, Obama did not get a deal with the North Koreans. So what is Trump doing? Actually trying to get a deal with the North Koreans. Now, I support that. I'm in favor of that because I'm not a hack and I'm not a partisan loser. All I care about is getting the right policy goals implemented. One of those things is peace. So making peace with North Korea, I don't give a fuck how terrible of a guy Kim Jong-un is. Yeah, I get it. He's terrible. There's a lot of dictators in the world that are terrible. I don't want to go to war, okay? I don't want to go to war. So you give him credit for that, but the only reason he's doing that is not because Trump has a principled stance in favor of peace. He's doing it because it's anti-Obamaism. Obama didn't get peace with North Korea. I'm going to try to get peace with North Korea. This is another example right here with Iran. Obama did get a nuclear agreement with Iran, so let's pull out of the nuclear agreement. Why? But it's what you say you want now. You already pulled out of it. Oh my God, it's so frustrating. Now, listen, you do have to say that, thank God, Trump did not listen to John Bolton, Mike Pompeo, Gina Haspel, and all the neocons he surrounded himself with. As Bernie Sanders points out, and it makes sense, he says, this is like Trump puts fire to a trash bin, and then turns around and puts it out and asks for credit for it. So yeah, he did kind of originally start the crisis in the first place that led to this point, but at least he didn't attack, thank God. Thank God, and you better fire Bolton and Pompeo and all these neocon assholes that are around you. And it made me laugh when he said, we can call it Make Iran Great Again. Does that make sense? Make Iran great again. Oh my God. And then the other awesome part was, I know too much about nuclear, a lot about nuclear. Why do you say stuff like that? I don't get it. Like, everybody knows you don't know dick about nuclear, so why would you say that? And why am I speaking like him? I said nuclear. That's not, you would say like nuclear energy, you know. He just says nuclear. What about the nuclear? Oh my God. He really shows his age in moments like this. Like the way he talks about stuff. So what I says to them, I know a lot about nuclear. The most about nuclear you've ever heard. I know too much about nuclear. What? What does that mean? Come on, bro. All you have to do is not say shit like that. You'd have more credibility, but he can't help himself. Cyber. I know a lot about cyber. He said that before. I know a lot about cyber. I know more about cyber than anybody. Why would you say that? And then here's the main point of talking about this. He goes, it's not about the oil. Oh, God. So it's about the oil. The way he said it. He's like, it's not about the oil. It's not about the oil. It is about the oil. Why would you be so defensive about that? And you know why he feels like he has to say stuff like that? Because there are, he's said in the past, nonstop, stuff like, oh, the reason we're so involved in the Middle East is about the oil. So he was crystal clear back in the day before he was president. This is why we're doing it. Come on. Who are we kidding? And now he's president. But it's definitely not about that thing that I always said it was definitely about. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. Listen. The cat's out of the bag, dog. It was John Bolton who said it on Fox Business Network when talking about Venezuela. He's like, well, it sure would be great for our companies to get our hands on that oil. They just admit it sometimes. You know what it is? It's when they think nobody's watching who's critical. And on Fox Business Network, it's just a bunch of asshole CEOs usually watching that network. So they're like, hey, we're all in good company here. Let's just tell the truth. And he said it. It's about the oil in Venezuela. Isn't it weird? The two countries we're most concerned about and we want to overthrow the most just happen to be two countries that have massive amounts of oil. I'm sure it's just a coincidence.